In 1984, a small group of determined, resourceful, and courageous women joined hands to form the Indo-Canadian Women's Association. Their aim to create platforms and space for immigrant women in Edmonton to be heard and to have their rights respected and safeguarded. Their fundamental efforts was response to the complex needs of women who arrived in Canada and faced an actual unfamiliar landscape in which they needed a new social links and sources of advice and support.
Indo-Canadian Women's Association was established in 1984. It is amongst the few organizations in Edmonton advocating for the protection of the rights of immigrant women, men and youth. Through settlement services, adult education program and the skill building community activities, we try to ensure that newcomers are able to feel at home in Canada. We are providing under education program English classes, conversational classes, citizenship and computer classes.
I'm a teacher for the ESL program, and really our students are adults, and most of them are newcomers and some are citizens, so they're looking to take this program to improve their English.
So look, all these conditions you have to say up.
I'm working with the Indo-Canadian Women Association to teach citizenship preparation class since 2010.
Who have a Canadian citizenship, they have a Canadian passport.
Since then, our class running every Saturday, and when the students have a test before they complete the course, we give them extra class Wednesday or Friday, depend when they have a time, because everyone working, they are busy.
I teach computer literacy courses in Indo-Canadian Women's Association, ICWA for short. The two courses that we have over here are basic and intermediate. The courses are free. The only charge we have is of $20 for the registration of the courses.
Settlement is a stressful process, and more so if you don't have access to relevant information and resources. And that's where the role of Indo-Canadian Women's Association Settlement and Outreach Team comes in. Funded by Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada, Welcome Centre for Immigrants is a partnership between Indo-Canadian Women's Association, providing settlement and outreach services, and Edmonton Mennonite Centre for Newcomers, providing employment services for new immigrants and permanent residents of Canada.
ICWA outreach teams spread awareness, providing information about settlement services to the community. Outreach is conducted at different levels. Connecting with other service providers, for example, Millbore Mall, Service Canada, Millwoods Town Centre, Millwoods Senior Centre. Providing information session in the community.
People are coming from all parts of life. Seniors, they have their problem. Actually, we give them all type of information. We give them what are the benefits of seniors in Alberta, what they can get it, and what are the health problems at this age, and how to take care about it, how to they can avoid depression. Generally in the family, no one is ready to talk to them. So when they come there, they talk with each other, they feel it better. We give them information on all topics. Sometimes I get the information from the internet and share with them. Sometimes I call someone who is expert on some topic, and they come there to do the presentation. They like it. Sometimes some seniors, they have a lot of experience of their life. I ask them to share it with others.
Since its inception in 1984, the Indo-Canadian Women's Association has been committed to assuring the right of all newcomers to live on terms of dignity and parity with the mainstream counterparts in Canada. In that context, one of the priorities for the organization has been to improve the quality of dialogue and interagency partnerships to prevent violence and to intervene where necessary when immigrant women are the victims and survivors of violence.
I finally got the guts to report the domestic violence from my ex-husband, who is the father of my children. I think it's made my anxiety worse.
Over the course of time, we have been pioneers in writing, publishing, researching, and acting against violence.
Our mission is to encourage and promote participation by new Canadians in social, economic, and political life in Canada. We are dedicated to promoting equality, opportunity, and the protection of rights for everyone.
The settlement team conducts weekly group orientation sessions to orient newcomers with life in Canada, provide information about their rights and responsibilities, navigating the system, accessing healthcare and other resources, and also to answer questions such as, why did I come to Canada? What do I expect from life in Canada? How do I see myself settled? And thus develop a settlement plan based on short-term and long-term goals.
Of our key projects have been funded by federal ministries such as the Status of Women Canada, and a current ongoing project working in partnership to end violence against women and girls, which is till approximately the end of 2018, is focused on building a range of partnerships within Edmonton to make sure that women who are in situations of extended family violence receive the supports that they need against violence.
In my group, they are very qualified people. Some are lawyers, doctors, accountants. They retired from their country. They came here in the family sponsor program that they are staying with their sons or daughters. So they like it. They come every Monday, this program is going every Monday they come they attend it. Generally they are people from India, Pakistan and Nepal. These people are coming there because they have common language. They talk in Hindi, Punjabi and Urdu, they can understand it.
I'm grateful that you guys have this kind of program because as immigrants we don't have the money to afford to pay for schooling. I just wish that we could see more videos about every topic that we go through. That will help a lot.
We are in the citizenship classes and tremendous opportunity for learning for citizenship class here, and we got a lot of knowledge in 4 weeks, and I will recommend this class for the future.
I came to Canada 6 months ago, and I assist to this program, especially to this class every Saturday, and it was very helpful for me, and I will continue to come.
And I'm taking this class just for upgrading my knowledge and skills. And Jaya is an excellent teacher. She is very clear, very thorough, and she has made us feel very comfortable. And I'm really glad that I joined this class.
I got to know about this class from one of my friends, actually her, and I mean they should advertise more about this, and Jaya is an excellent teacher. If a person like me can learn here, I think anyone can learn.
I came to Canada 3 years ago. I didn't have any idea about life in Canada, such as rights, school, benefits. At the time I met ICWA in front of the Surface Canada a few months ago, where they had an information table. They told me about settlement services, English and computer classes, and I didn't have any idea about it when I was new. Now I feel so glad and I feel so happy, and I really appreciate their work that I can tell all my friends and all my family who are from my community and outside of community who are new to Canada to go immediately to the welcome center so they can have all the information, and it's really helpful.
Now that you know how we have founded Indo-Canadian Women's Association, I will talk about what we are at present in 2018 moving forward. The Indo-Canadian Women's Association is a thriving and respected non-profit in Edmonton, networked with agencies across Alberta and further afield. The ICWA has grown to be recognized provider of evidence-driven, outcome-based services to newcomers and a solid base of expertise for all who aim to learn about the intersectional challenges daily faced by immigrant women and their families in Canada.
Barriers that they face to accessing help are many and complex and intersectional, not least of which is who will support them if the family member is either incarcerated or deported for a felony. This is for an example. In addition to which, there are cultural factors such as the pressures to keep the family intact and not to leave a situation of violence. Language, of course, or the lack of it, the lack of command of official languages remains a key barrier to accessing help. Given these barriers to seeking help in mind, the Indo-Canadian Women's Association opted to partner with a range of mainstream agencies so as to improve the connections between the grassroots and the mainstream to make sure that women get help when they need it in a way that is culturally safe, competent, and sensitive.